Hello guys, how are you doing? I have been having a lull week, so this episode isn't gonna be anything too crazy. I have so many ideas and I've been working on a few of them, but I just don't want to talk. I just don't want to dive in too deep right now. Like, my sinuses are hurting, my head hurts, and I need to finish some research, so I just decided let's go easy and let's just talk about what's going on with my life right now. How are we doing? How are you guys doing? I hope it's good. I'm doing good overall. And I'm not complaining, but my life is not satisfactory right now. But that's okay, because I can see it in the future. I could see potential. I am about to go get my best friend her birthday card. I'm gonna send it in the mail. I feel like I just don't do as much as I want for her on her birthday. She lives like 18 hours away. But I wish I could just do more for her, but that requires money. I guess you could show love without money, but like she deserves more, you know? Anyways, my sinuses have been a little fucky, and apparently, don't quote me on this because I definitely need some fact checks. Apparently, it has to do with the weather. We've been having like 50-degree days, and then it dropped down to like 20, and now it's gonna get picked up again to 50, and it literally has been like 3 days of cold and snow. So I'm like, that's just crazy to think about, that the weather can impact your sinuses. Like, the weather could potentially kill us, is how I'm feeling. It's just creeping me out. Like, holy crap, it could wipe us all out if it wanted to. All because of a 30 degree difference within a short period of time. The fact that it's becoming more and more frequent, and this year we barely had any snow for winter, is scary. Is very scary. I mean, I feel like we've all dreamt this and we've always wanted no snow, but is that really what's best for the world? I don't know. My head, it just feels like I'm a balloon. Like there's just so much pressure up in my little noggin. That's what's going right now. Oh, I've also been doing YouTube. I've been practicing expanding my YouTube and learning about editing videos and adding audio, sound effects, and transitions, which is really cool. It's still like I'm just starting, but it's so cool to reflect and be like, wow, each video I make, I am adding a little bit to it, and eventually I will get it all figured out and I will have like crazy good videos. I'm proud about them right now, but like, I know there's potential there. When you want to grow, or like within yourself, when you want to do better within yourself, it just makes that experience so much better. And when you reevaluate and see how much you've developed within months, you're like, wow, I feel good. That makes me feel good. So that's a positive. Along with that, one of my YouTube videos, it's come try ceramics with me, something like that. But I talk about my car issues. When I was on the highway, my wheel popped off and it really scared me, but then also I had to take it to the shop. I had to get that fixed, and then a bunch of other things were leaking, and I'm like, oh, great. It ended up being a lot of money, and I didn't have a job. I was working at a greenhouse, but January is like a break, so I'm back at the greenhouse now, but then I wasn't, so I was like, fuck, I can't wait I can't wait for my job to call me. Like, I need a job right now. Now I'm working at a deli, a nighttime deli cleaning job. I'm a little janitor, a little nighttime janitor, and I only work 10 p.m. to 2 in the morning, which I used to be a bartender, and I was like, that's ideal. Like, just close. Just wrap it up and close. Fun. But bartenders are up till like 4 or 5 in the morning, so that really does suck. But this is the easiest thing ever. It's weird because my sinuses have been hurting so bad, but my smell has been enhanced. I don't know how that works, but I could literally smell all like the chemicals in the cleaning supplies. I set up for the farmer's market for the greenhouse, and it's still cold out, so they've been bringing tropical plants. They set up this whole big fort, tents with a bunch of walls, and they have heaters inside, and they'll leave the truck running while we're setting this up, so we're like hotboxing ourselves with exhaust. And I really felt like I was gonna die at work. I was like, oh my god, this is it. I don't feel good. And I could just like enhance the smell. I could smell the exhaust way more. And I was like, I need to fucking take a breath outside. They turn it off after a little while. They don't leave it on all night or all day. Don't worry, guys. And I get so petrified of being behind a car when it's running. Like, just walking to the grocery store, if there's a car in the parking lot just running, I'm like holding my breath when I walk past it. Because in high school, my science teacher, he showed us like a video of all the CO2. I don't know what comes out of cars, so don't fact check me. It was basically a UV light that showed all the exhaust in the air. And that thing scared the crap out of me. So now I don't like being behind cars that are running. Even though it's all over the air now and there's no escaping it, I don't like directly putting myself in the position of being right in front of the exhaust. So that's traumatizing to me. And now that I'm in this, like, now that I'm setting up for the greenhouse, I'm like, oh my god. Anywho, I hope you guys liked my little update so far. I'm gonna go get my best friend a little birthday card. Maybe I'll take you guys with me. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing all right. And I hope you guys are all safe in this world, no matter how scary every little detail is. I go down rabbit holes a little too much, and I pay attention way too much to details. So I'm really nervous that the smarter I get, I'm going to freak myself out more. How are buildings built? Like the piping, electricity, the water lines. Like, just thinking about all that in a skyrise building freaks me out too. Like, every time you flush, where does that all go? Does our water lines ever get clogged? Then, not even thinking about it in buildings, thinking about it all over the streets. All these water lines are underground. And it just freaks me out that one could burst, or what if it clogs up, or what if we run out of water? What's going on? How has this system worked for hundreds of years? We kind of replace them every so often, but I feel like they shouldn't last that long. How big are these pipes? Is there flowing water in them at all times? Toilet paper? How does this not get clogged? Don't flush feminine products. It's scaring me. Ooh, I'm back from the grocery store, got my Sudafed in hand. Guess what, you guys? I just found out about cinematic mode. And this might change the game. Because it's so cute. I honestly am not a big fan of how much it blurs the background and makes the focus like I feel like you can tell it looks like an edit or something. I don't know. Do you guys remember that old Instagram when you could focus on either a circle point or a bar point and you could move it so then it would blur like everything around that, like you could move the thing? I just remembered that when I first got Instagram, I didn't know it was a social media platform. I thought it was, I was in middle school, by the way. I thought it was for editing pictures. So I was posting without realizing. I was like, this app just like saves my pictures to, that I edited to like a vault. And I was like, that's kind of cool. That's what I thought. And then one day a kid came up to me and was like, do you have Instagram? And I was like, no, what's that? And he showed me and he's like, you literally have it downloaded. And we click on it and it's just all these pictures of me. I used to take so many pictures of myself in middle school, and I never like posted them. Like I post them on Facebook, but not all of them. Anyways, that's just a funny story. So I'm writing my best friend her birthday card. Which will it focus? I think it's so cute and just like elegant. Like she can keep it up all year round because it doesn't say birthday on the front. I don't know. I just thought that is a really good way to get your card to stay up at somebody's house. Not like flaunting the fact that it's Easter, that it's your birthday, that it's Christmas. Like have the front be subtle and then the inside says what's up. I'm kind of doing vlog podcast edits. I had this like thought of doing it because I started YouTube a month ago, and just in last week's episode, Alex Earl mentioned she wants to do it, and I was like, oh my god, I was on the same page, girl. I was thinking of doing the same thing because I really started focusing on my vlogs and making those important, and then I was like, you know, my vlogs kind of give a podcast vibe. Like I sit and talk to the camera and do something like this. Like I'm usually working in my journal. I think that's what my YouTube is gonna kind of mainly be, is me doing like an activity and then working in my journal. I like to take you guys along on my journaling journey. That's a funny word. It's hot. My hair has just not been it. I just don't know what to do. It's in a weird position, so it's getting really long. I shaved my head last year at this time, so this is about a year of growth. That's also the journey I'm in right now. I have like just so much going on in my little head. I can't stop thinking, and it's nice to talk it out because when I go back and edit, it's like, oh, I kind of needed this little pep talk. I think it's nice just to deep breathe and let you guys know what's all going on right now and where else you can find me, and really like embody the social media side of it, but also keep it genuine as fuck. I get so sucked into like beautiful girls, skinny as fuck, wearing the cutest outfits in the city. Like they're always just like setting up the camera, taking a few steps back in the city, and it's just cute as fuck. I'm like, that would be kind of cool to embody showing off yourself, because I get so uncomfortable if I'm posing in public. Like when I set up my camera in the card aisle, I got super uncomfortable at first, but then as soon as I set it up, I felt good, and I was like, okay, as soon as you start to feel good, just like jump to that source and be like, okay, well, this is actually not so bad. and it's actually fun. So let me just keep rolling with it, and who cares what people think of me. And then I want to learn how to just like be natural in front of the camera and look good. Like I feel like I look so awkward. But that'll take time, and the first step into progress is admitting. Is that right? Is acknowledging? Acknowledging? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna write my card. Okay, my thoughts are not over. I just took a shower and was thinking a lot, and I wanted to update you guys on the podcast. What I'm learning within social media. I want to take you guys along this journey. So I'm trying to figure out what to post on TikTok, like engaging videos. I just randomly get these random thoughts, and I will just record them real quick, like when I'm usually out on my walk or after my shower, like right now, or just like in general. Like I'll just pull up my camera and start talking to the camera as soon as I'm thinking about something. So on that note, when I was in the shower, I started thinking about a new name for my podcast, because I'm not really vibing with arousing topics. It just is weird to me. I think I'm gonna do arousing thoughts, because that kind of sounds like thoughts, like hoes. Arousing, my name is Alivia Rouse. Brief intermission here. I am currently at the place where I filmed a couple of my episodes. One was My Life Part 1, and the second one is How to Be an Influencer. So you can check those out if you want. It's kind of coming full circle. It's kind of a fun moment because I'm changing the name of my podcast, which is a bold move. I decided it would be fun to do a little photo shoot and change the cover art too and take you guys along. It's pretty nice out, a little chilly. Yeah, let's get to it. You guys super excited to do this? Let's do it. I brought extra clothes just in case. Got like props if I want to do some prop pictures. I kind of want to keep it very clean though, so maybe we'll just have fun with those pictures. But I don't have a tripod either. This is what we're working with. Super cute. It'd be kind of cool to take some pictures. Somebody's music is gonna get me excited. Okay, let's start with right here. Of course I have to have the mic on, because podcast. This is so fun because I'm just taking pictures by myself. I don't really do this that often, and it's really hard to set up a timer on this guy. Let's see what's a good lighting. Cameras are so fun, you guys. I never understand how to work them. Timer. Oops. Okay. I am not a little model, but this is kind of fun. Somebody's playing some like heavy metal, and it's kind of a vibe. Also, I can't decide where I want to button this. Whoa! Are you guys having fun? Is this fun? I decided, let's spice up the episodes and have a little fun in the middle, because I'm posting this on YouTube and on my podcast. So I'm like, if you're listening to this on the podcast, I'm sorry that you might have to take a brief intermission and watch the podcast. But if you're watching it on YouTube and you made it this far and you're not bored, of me talking. Let's have some fun. I kind of like to like dance a little, get it out of my... I feel like I should do something with this pavilion, but it's really muddy. Look at that. I'm gonna set my sweater on the mud. Ugh. Okay, again. Maybe I'll sit. Uh-oh, the timer. Now let's do some close-ups a little bit. What else do I want to do? Maybe we'll go inside the pavilion? I should make sure... Yep, my mic is still working. See, these are the little things of being a little influencer girly, is making sure your mic's still on. Oh yeah, that's sick, you guys. I might do some handheld shots. Back to the sweater as my stand. I kind of like a crouching overlook. Oh, these could be kind of cool. How do models do it? I kind of want to do some like weird poses. So I made a new journal page and I kind of realized most jobs you want to have a why, like why you're doing this, and goals set up. So one of my biggest goals of doing YouTube that I thought I should emphasize, because I haven't really talked about what I want to do in the future, I really want to travel. I've traveled before and I have an episode about my traveling experience, and it just is part one, so I'm going to dive into each aspect, and I want to take you guys along with me in my traveling journeys, just so you can like fully get an insider look of what it takes to travel, what you're going to do, some of the lows that you go through when you're traveling and stuff like that. I love this guy's rock music. It's really helping me. If I end up making money on YouTube, I feel in my heart that I will most likely live out of my car or live out of a backpack and travel in different countries for a little bit. Save money on rent and things like that. I mean, I still have to pay for hostels, but it doesn't nearly compare to as much as rent typically sometimes. But it's a goal of mine to go backpacking and take you guys along with me. Do episodes talking about random topics and researching, and also, you know, all those random things I talked about earlier literally makes me have an existential crisis if I think too hard about it. I want to do research about those and kind of talk about them and what I learned. Just get a better idea of the world. Maybe even be a little Anthony Bourdain or something, where you go and actually explore those areas of the world and talk to the people in those areas, and you go that hard. But that is like way in the future, when I don't have speech issues. I would also really love to take my family, each little human being in my family, out on vacations and explore the world. I want to take my nieces and nephews, who I love within my entire life. I'm far away from them. If you watch my life part 1, you might get a glimpse. I am far away from family. I visit sometimes throughout the year, try to make the most of it when I visit. So I want to try to give back and explore the world with them, do what I love, and share it with them. I think they would love that. I think I got some good pictures. Do we keep going? I think I fucking got it. Should I change outfits? I don't know. I like this outfit. I got the mic. Should I do some of my props? Okay. I really have to pee. You guys pee outside. This is like a public park. And there's definitely kids over there. This might be the last of my photo shoot. I do a lot of research when I'm doing my podcast, and I've never almost filled up an entire notebook, like just kind of on my own. That's a lie. I do with my journals, but this is kind of fun because it feels like school. And this is my journal that you love to see me working in. I made a little quote. There's something about living so small that you fit your entire life in a backpack and you travel the world. Like, you don't care so much about all the stuff around you, like your apartment, your house, all those belongings. You don't have to feel held down. It gives you like a separate purpose of life where you just focus on yourself and focus on the world around you rather than being stuck in a little box. Is that like the Sagittarius in me? Pencils. I will use a pencil to hold up the camera because I don't have a tripod. This is props. Uh-oh. How did I turn off the timer? Here, I'll take a picture of you. Isn't that cute? I am a talkative person. I love doing this stuff, and I'm excited to just do it out in public and not care what people think of me. I mean, as you can tell, I do care. That's kind of fun. Okay, there's people coming. I gotta go. He's in his own little world, and that is the biggest vibe. I love you. Thank you. That gave me confidence to not give a fuck what he thinks of me. What a little cute little old man helping me out. So that's my cue to go. I hope you enjoy the rest of this episode. And thanks for coming with me and keeping me company. Love you. Alright, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. These are all the pictures I got, and I favorited a few, as you can tell. And then this is me editing one of my ideas. I think this one is one of my favorite ones for a new, what do you call this, podcast cover art. So this is me messing around with fonts and shadows and things like that, and I can't decide if I like W with a dash or if I like with. I think I end up choosing with, but I like it. Cute, right? I hope you guys are having a good time and you like watching my journey and slowly increasing. I think I gained 100 followers on TikTok. Also, a really great thing with this sickness is me and my boyfriend had our last cigarette. We're trying to not buy another pack. And I just got sick, so I think it's a blessing in disguise because I am not craving a cigarette at all. And maybe I can be nicotine free. I don't know, when I go to Paris, I'm gonna really want a cigarette though. I'm going to Paris in 2 months, and I'm going to try to not have a cigarette in Paris. But if I do, if I don't, Alright, bye guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, look, I gotta start doing this stuff more. Leave a little like, a comment, go to my TikTok, comment on something, like something, it really helps. And I like to just be engaged with my audience. I really want you guys, and like on YouTube, like and comment. I want to know who's listening and know what's up. Keep me in the loop, you guys. I feel like you're just watching me making fun of me. No, maybe not. I don't know. Bye.